A subscriber asked if we can do a tour of my garage. So in this video today, that's what we're going to do. I'm going to give you a quick tour of my garage, and I'm going to talk about my plans for 2026, the rides, events, and other things that I'm going to be doing on my YouTube channel. Now, a little bit of a background. About 7 months ago, I relocated from Memphis, Tennessee, down here to the suburbs of Savannah, Georgia. And all my stuff's down here with me, as you will soon see, along with a couple of new things. So let's take a look. All right, so let's go in the garage, take a quick look here. We have my Road King. It's still here, the 66 Mustang. Of course, it's not going anywhere. I've got my Tesla. And on this side over here, we've got both Road Kings, the CVO, as well as Ida Lee. My golf cart and a couple of new additions to the family. Those belong to my grandchildren. Now, some other things I've done to my garage. Oh, actually, other things I have stored in my garage. Over here, we've got my Kendon 2-bike trailer, and I'm going to be doing a video on that one pretty soon. That's coming up. Over here in the corner, well, these are my studio lights, but over there, bought a generator. I'll give you a better view of it. Yeah, there's my generator. Got a refrigerator and some other stuff. Now, other things I've done to the garage to make it habitable, I guess. I built these shelves up here. There's some over here, and there's some over there on the other side of the golf cart. And those shelves have added about 100 square feet of storage space to my garage, and have made it so I don't have to store a lot of things on the floor, because if all of the stuff that's up here were on the floor, as well as over there, I wouldn't be able to fit everything in my garage. Now, a lot of the things that I had in my garage before are here as well. All of my 10 signs I've been collecting through the years. I've got my Navy flag, my US flag. That steering wheel you see was the original steering wheel that was in this car. And I got more 10 signs over there, but otherwise it's basically the same, all the same stuff, plus the golf cart is new. Got all my toolboxes here, and that's it. That's pretty much the garage. Let me go ahead and show you what I have to do to get set up, because it takes a lot of moving things around to create room so I can make my videos. There it is. Now I've got some open space to work with, so I typically set up for either some type of modification I'm doing to my bike, or just talking about whatever's happening in the motorcycle world. All right, let's talk about some of my plans for 2026. I've got several motorcycle events I'm going to. The first one is going to be Daytona. That's from February 27th through March the 8th. I'll probably only go for a couple of days. Haven't picked the exact days yet. It depends on what some of the other content creators are going to do. I know Traveling Tall likes to do something down there, so I'll probably try to coordinate it during that same time. GQ has an event that takes place in May, typically on Memorial Day weekend. I'll be there for that. Traveling Tall's Run to the Hills is in June. I'll be there. And Robert has his anniversary dinner here in the Savannah area, and that's in November. So those are the events that I have planned right now. There's a couple of others I'm thinking about, but just nothing confirmed yet. A couple of rides that I have planned so far this year. A couple of guys from my motorcycle club and I, we do a big ride every year. So this year we're talking about doing some of the national parks going up into the Dakotas, so we'll probably do that. And I'm thinking about riding back to New York. Reason I want to go there, there's a riding group up there called Motorcycle Gymkhana, and I'm interested in seeing it again because I want to do something like that here in Memphis. On my way back down from New York, I'll stop through Virginia to visit the guys from the Nova Slow Speed. NOVA stands for Northern Virginia, or no, it stands for Northern Virginia. I don't know what the hell it stands for, but anyway, I'm going to stop by and see what they do. And so some combination between what the Moto Gymkhana guys do in New York and what Nova Slow Speed does in the DC area. I want to do something like that here in Savannah, where advanced riders get together and just practice. I am also going to take some classes. I like to take classes every single year. Last year I did a training session with Robert Simmons. I did a Lock and Lean 201 class, and I think that's all I did training-wise last year. But this year I'm going to do a little bit more. I think I'm going to do the Lock and Lean 301 class. I'll train with Robert Simmons since I'm right here in his backyard. But I'm also going to take a class in Augusta. There's a group called, what is it called? The Moto Masters of Augusta. So that's another class I'm going to take. I actually spoke to those guys a little over a year ago, and I couldn't make my schedule work with them. But this year we're going to do that. And one last practice session I'm going to do. Joe Gold, Motorcycle Adventure, is a good friend of mine. We've been friends since we both started this journey together, but Joe's very passionate, and he started doing practice sessions in Ohio. Well, he has relocated to Tennessee, so I'm going to go up there and support and heckle him and give him a hard time, and so I'll let you know when that's going to be. Hopefully you can come and join me. Now, regarding my YouTube channel, I took a lot of time off last year going through my personal tragedies, losing my mom and all that stuff, and also relocating here to Georgia. But my goal this year is to get back to it, get back to living. So I'm going to get back to my schedule of creating about 4 videos per month. So hopefully we'll keep that going, as well as more active on Facebook and Instagram and all that good stuff. Splitting lanes, we are back, and we've changed the format a little bit. Most of our videos are going to be live. So we just recorded one yesterday. So hit the Splitting Lanes channel, subscribe if you haven't already done so. It's a great group of guys, myself, Robert Simmons, and Finesse the Challenger, and we ride together. We kind of hang out and talk all the time, and that's the stuff that we're doing with this podcast. It's just guy talk. It's a lot of fun. And finally, well, not finally, one other thing. I am leaving tomorrow. I'm going to Las Vegas for the Consumer Electronics Show. I've wanted to go to this thing since I was a kid. Now, what does that have to do with motorcycles? Not a whole lot. It's about consumer electronics. But my goal in going there is to look for things that are of interest to motorcycle riders, to moto vloggers, or whatever. And I'm going to share that with you on my YouTube channel. Let's see. Now, the last thing that I'm going to talk about is another goal that I have for 2026, and that is a fundraiser for Alzheimer's research. So my goal is to raise at least $10,000, and most of those funds are going to come directly from all of the proceeds on my YouTube channel and everything else I'm doing with this. As my goal is to, or my personal goal here is to kind of turn the grief of losing my mother due to Alzheimer's into some action that hopefully will help someone sometime in the future. And $10,000 for research is really not a lot of money, but every little bit helps. And I'm actually hoping that that goal is too low, because I've got 20,000 subscribers on this channel, and if every subscriber contributed 50 cents, that's $10,000. So this shouldn't be hard to hit. But we'll see how it goes. But again, there's several ways to contribute. You don't have to donate money directly. If you want to just watch videos, you watch my YouTube videos, that's going to generate revenue for the channel. That money's going to my charity. If you use my Amazon affiliate link and buy something through that, whatever you buy on Amazon, I'll get a small commission. That money's going to go to the charity. But I'm also going to set up a direct fundraiser so that if you need, or if you choose to make a large contribution and you want a receipt and all that, that money is going to go from you directly to the charity, and you have your receipts for your taxes and all that good stuff. So I'm hoping that this $10,000 goal is way too low, but we'll see. And I'm going to provide updates at least once a month, or probably in every video, but at least once a month. I'll let you know how the fundraiser is going, so that, you know, if you're interested in seeing how it goes. So that's all I have on this short video. Please like, share, subscribe, do all that good YouTube stuff, and we'll see you on the next one. This is Q. I'm riding, I'm wrenching, and I am out.
So have you guys had any, I guess, weird or awkward or, what was the craziest moment or the funniest moment that you've had with your spouse?
I remember we talked about that, and I said to you, I can't think of any weird or awkward. Not at the top of my head. If I can think about it, trust me. Even if it's another episode, I'll bring it up. But the one thing about my wife that, to me, it's funny, is she talks in her sleep, right? And sometimes during her conversation or whatever's going on, somebody's always chasing her. Right? It's always conflict, or she's always running for her life. So you can imagine if I'm laying next to her while she's sleeping, where I am as far as my fear level. How many times have I been assaulted in my sleep? And it's at the point now where it's so common that if she says something to me, because she's punked me several times, she'll actually be speaking to me and it sounds normal, and I'll answer her. She's dead asleep, right? So now, if she says anything to me, I don't say anything. I need her to repeat again, so I know she's actually awake. So for me, that's funny. I mean, clearly her family knew about this. Nobody warned me.
They got you in there first, huh?
Oh, man.